Isabelle Brourman. Can you hear me?
Yes.
My name is Isabelle Brourman. I am a graduate of LSA Art History 2015, a third-generation Wolverine, and a survivor of then Professor Bruce Conforth, who groomed and raped me beginning when I was a student. The first time I met Conforth was in 2013, 1 year after he was awarded the Golden Apple for #1 teacher. Despite being reported to the OIE, now the ECRT, and found guilty of assaulting his student, my sister survivor, Catherine McMahon, in 2007. Bruce was issued a last chance agreement after her report. OIE let him stay and teach, win awards, and be fed more students. I should have never met Conforth nor my 7 other sister survivors. Conforth was required per the last chance agreement to keep his office door open. Still, the first time he raped me was in his office in Haven Hall with a locked door. This is a patterned response from OIE at UM. As of 2020, 7 professors have been instructed to keep their doors open because they were found guilty of misconduct, instead of receiving termination and public backlash for their behavior. 8 years later, 2016, students Shayna Mahler and Amelia Brown came forward about Conforth's patterns of abuse again. Once again, the OIE offered Bruce a kindness, early retirement. This is another patterned response from OIE. See Filbert case. During this investigation, OIE found a nude video of me on his university email. I was not contacted because he told them we had a consensual relationship. They found evidence of harassment from multiple other students as well. Again, no sufficient follow-up. There was no trace of his bad behavior in university records. I almost lost my life to suicide during those years, and the OIE was the only one who could have helped. You can't pat yourselves on the back and talk about changes being made while past victims still have not received real transparency or justice. A start would be to honor my FOIA request filed a year ago. Instead, I have had to sue for information. Firing Schlissel is not enough. You fired one president for sexual misconduct and then hired another who is historically indifferent to it. Words are one thing, action is another. Despite her comments today, Mary Sue Coleman has demonstrated that she is part of the problem. During her time as president, she oversaw Martin Filbert's hiring as dean upon discovering that he was flagged for sexual misconduct. Coleman agreed it was a non-issue and allowed him to ascend. Filbert went on to assault 9 known women in the workplace. Mary Sue Coleman was here when Bruce Conforth was found guilty of assault and offered a last chance agreement. She presided over the school while I got raped in a known predator's office. There will only be reform if the president drives this reform genuinely and consistently. Mary Sue Coleman has historically buried this issue, and as far as I'm concerned, she has dirt on her hands. Mutual support is a fallacy. We have not heard from any of you despite our efforts to be in dialogue with this administration. Due to Coleman's assignment, the Conforth survivors see it as even more urgent that this administration includes UM sexual abuse survivors as members of the hiring committee for the next president. Thank you.